On this first video, I'm going to cover some general overview of the system, navigation, and some features. We log in. First, we log in with our standard user train me, which is always available on the system at any time you want to practice with data without affecting your actual data. You can use this login. As soon as you log in, the version number is on the top left corner. The property name, username, the date and time it was logged into, security level, and the actual business date of the system. Navigation through menus are just by clicking on each header, and you will have the detail items which you can select from. Front office, these are your options: availability, room scan, housekeeping, night audit, and so forth. Gathering information of the system, just gonna go through the daily list. You can almost get any information you want at this location. You will see your in-house guests with detailed information here, all the balance, credits, checked in by. Expected arrivals, so quickly by just clicking a header, you will get the information on that category. Expected checkouts, and this is the status. These are already checked out. The checked in one are still in-house. Expected moves, that would be reservations that are scheduled to move to another room. And expected moves, you can use the same confirmation. It's just scheduled on daily basis which room they're staying at without having to change confirmation or check them in and out. Stayovers, these are people already in and staying over, plus the expected arrivals. And I wanted to show you one feature of the system which is available throughout the system, and it's each column here has three other functions. First, you can sort by that column, and the arrow here shows ascending or descending sorting. You can also filter them. So if we go to filter rate type and we select only web reservations, it filters all the other ones out. You can do filter by blanks or any one of those categories. The other one is grouping. So as you can see here, it says drag a column here to group by that column. If you wanted to see the reservations group by rate type, I will just drag this rate type up here. And now it shows me I have 6 web reservations, 8 transient and 1 complimentary. And you can expand each row by clicking on the plus sign. Now I can see the actual 6 reservations I have for the web, or 1 complimentary reservation here, and then you can close this. You can go further down on this grouping. Let's say within the web reservations I want to group them by room type, and I can drag and drop it here. Now within the web reservations we can see we have 2 Queen Deluxe, 1 King Deluxe, and again you can expand each row to see the actual reservations. So you can do a lot of different grouping and reporting just by dragging any one of these columns to the top section here. Plus any one of these reservations that I choose, let's say expected arrivals, I can double click on that and it will take me directly to the view and modify mode, which I can do, change them, cancel them, do any of the other functions on the system, which you will cover later on. And it comes back and it's at the location you were at. Current status, just generally showing the room status, activity, arrivals, departures, stayovers, and total property status, rooms to rent, and occupancy and ADR, which includes expected arrivals and in-house guests. Request forecast, each reservation can have preset requests, which here we total it per day. So if you're offering services like shuttle service or rollaway beds, champagne in the room, they can be totaled per day, so you know how many of that service you will require on each day. And this you can choose for any date, past, future, current date. Actually any one of this. I wanted to see expected arrivals for a different date, you just choose that date from the calendar. And the calendar usage, you can also click on the top section and choose the month, or further down we can quickly go to any year and select any month. and I will select the current business date. Okay, and we were at request forecast. Next is summary. Here you can generate a report again for each date and different categories that you have listed here. So if I want to see the source, number of reservations on each source for the next 10 days, or if I wanted to see them by travel agents to see how many reservations each agent is booking, or by rate type or by cancellation cost, then we'll know why reservations are getting cancelled for each date. So you can multiple reports here just by selecting the category. There's an occupancy chart, color coded, day of the week, and here is the percentage of occupancy. This is a very quick way if you want to glance through the whole year. So if I want to go to next month quickly, we can glance through the whole year, see how our occupancy is doing. 31 day, we can actually select any number of days here, and it's broken down by and color coded by stayovers, arrivals, departures, and then transient separated from the group reservations and the totals of the day for and the out of order rooms here, and each one with its own subtotals. You can also open up, expand each row and see broken down by rate type the same information. So that covers all the daily list information. Again, best source to go in, quickly find the information you need. Anything in red under in-house guests, that means they're over credit limit. They either need to authorize more credit card or get cash payment. I'm also going to cover availability here. Goes through 10 days, all of your room types, how many rooms, total number of rooms you have in each category, and what's available on each day. You can also get further detailed information just by bringing your cursor, the mouse over that number to get the information. If I wanted to know why is only 4 Queen Deluxe left, it's because 1 is out of order and 5 are rented from 10 rooms. And here, because everything, there's only 1 room and that's rented. It's not in a group block or out of order. And then you will see those totals over here. So just by going through each number, you will see if the room is out of order or it's in a group block or it's rented. Also, each column is color coded, matching with the occupancy breakage point you've set up. So the red would be if you're over 90%, which also the detailed information is down here. This makes it easily to view how busy that day is. Also, if there is any events or restrictions set up for that date, let's say there's a 2M, you can bring the mouse down over on the date and you will see the description of that, which says minimum 2 nights. So if you had any other events, you could have typed any message, which we'll cover later on, and that information will be available at this point, just by bringing the mouse over on that column. You can go 1 day, advance 1 day. You can advance 10 days, or just select a date from the calendar. Further down, if you wanted to see the rates, you can expand each row and you will see the different rate types you have set up in the system and the rates calculated by the system. If you're using the yield management, you can again expand further down and see the breakage by occupancy percentage. If you had set up the system to have different rates on different occupancy percentage, which match over here, those colors, the rates will be here. Here we have a yellow color, which means we should use the yellow rate for this date. And we should be using green on this date. Again, that depends if you're using the yield management on the system. Otherwise, the general rate information is displayed right here.